Start winning at the races with Daily Racing Form's new mobile pass performances, featuring exclusive buyer speed figures and expert analysis and selections. Go to drf.com/best and get the power of DRF in the palm of your hand.
Hi, everyone. It's closing weekend at Santa Anita. Sunday, by the way, is mandatory payout in the Pick Six, but we're going to be talking about stakes races on Saturday at Santa Anita. 3 stakes races, a couple of Grade 3s, and a Calbred stake a little bit later on. This segment will focus on the Grade 3 Wilshire Stakes. It's not often that a Grade 3 actually comes up as strong as this year's edition of the Wilshire, but it definitely did. Even though a field of only 7 entered, and there could be a late scratch, let's take a look at the field. 1 mile grass race for fillies and mares, and the current leader of the female grass division, well, it has to be number 5, Keeper of the Stars. She won the Grade 1 Gamely last time out at 7-1. 2 starts back, she upset Jolie Olympica in the Grade 2 Buena Vista. She's the current leader of the division, but one reason why she's the leader, A, she has improved this season for trainer Jonathan Wong and Kristen Mulhall, who takes care of Wong's horses in Southern California. And the second reason is because we have not seen Toinette, number 6 Toinette, since December at Del Mar when she finished 4th in the Grade 1 Matriarch Stakes. Taking nothing away from Keeper of the Stars, who scored back-to-back wins, legitimate wins, but Toinette potentially could be in a different league. A field of 7, not sure that all 7 of these fillies and mares will start. Number 7, Simply Breathless. She won this race 1 year ago. She ran last weekend in the San Francisco Mile. She finished nowhere. She is expected to retire. I'm not really sure why she is entered in this race, unless trainer Neil Drysdale put her in just to make sure the race filled. Well, it filled okay, and we're going to have a field of at least 6, probably, led by Keeper of the Stars and Toinette. So why is Keeper of the Stars the current leader of the division? Well, it's because of her most recent start, and it was May 25th at Santa Anita in the Grade 1 Gamely Stakes. Keeper of the Stars was coming off a 36-1 upset win in the Buena Vista, and she was overlooked again by all the wise guys, including myself, and all that Keeper of the Stars did. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the stretch run of the Grade 1 Gamely, and she'll sweep up 3 wide on the outside under jockey Abel Cedillo. That's the gray mare Keeper of the Stars, and she'll draw away to a decisive win by a length and 1/4. The first Grade 1 victory of her career. She's now 7 for 15. The first Grade 1 win for trainer Jonathan Wong, who has established himself as one of the top trainers in Northern California. That race was back on May 25th. Keeper of the Stars remained in Southern California with Kristen Mulhall for the last month. And the reason why she's coming back a Grade 1 winner in a Grade 3 race is because A, she is doing so well right now that Wong does not want to sit on her, and B, he recognizes that Keeper of the Stars absolutely loves the Santa Anita turf course. 5 starts at Santa Anita, on grass at Santa Anita, 3 wins, including back-to-back scores. She can flat fly home. In fact, when she ran in the Gamely, she went her final 3/8 in less than 35 seconds, Keeper of the Stars. She will be rolling late on Saturday in the Wilshire, but she's going to be trying to catch a very good filly making her first start of the season, and that is number 6, Toinette. Now, we haven't seen Toinette since December. She finished 4th in the Matriarch. Drysdale, her trainer, believes that she was a little bit perhaps over the top by the time December rolled around. You wouldn't have known it from her previous start, however, because it was at Santa Anita in early November in the Grade 2 Goldacova, and let's take a look at Toinette. All she did in the Goldacova was press the pace, take the lead, and draw away to a decisive score by more than 2 lengths over Simply Breathless. That was her 3rd win of the season. She looked like she'd be a contender the following month in the Matriarch, but either A, she was over the top, or maybe she was just a little bit overmatched by the likes of Got Stormy, Daddy is a Legend, and Juliet Foxtrot. The shippers from the East and Midwest had the class advantage going into the Matriarch, and it turns out that Toinette was just not good enough. Is she good enough to defeat Keeper of the Stars on Saturday in the Wilshire? I think so, for a couple reasons. A, I think she's just a better filly than Keeper of the Stars, and I'm not saying that to disrespect Keeper of the Stars at all. But I believe that Toinette has faced better, run faster. We know she runs well fresh, and Toinette 4 for 4 on the Santa Anita turf course. They're talking already about running Toinette back on July 11th in the Grade 1 Jenny Wiley back at Keeneland, and she'll be facing some of the top fillies and mares in the country, grass fillies and mares, in the Jenny Wiley. But first things first, she has to defeat a very good rival by the name of Keeper of the Stars in the Wilshire Stakes. Race number 2, Saturday at Santa Anita. It's all about Toinette, the most probable winner of the Wilshire.